It is the best show in town. It is the best LGBTQI issue. So darling, why haven't you subscribed? Monday to Thursday, bringing you breaking news Wahala. On Friday, sex education. And Saturday, burning questions. You know, all those questions you've been thinking of asking. Saturday is the day for you, darling. Ask your questions about religion, your questions about what you want to know about us, your question about anything. You can access anything on Saturdays doing burning questions. And you know one thing, you could to be the lucky winner to win our giveaways on Saturdays. And on Sundays, to crown it all, we have the market woman and shade girl. So darling, why do you want to miss out on all these interesting things? Help this channel by clicking the subscribe button.
There was nobody in that facility that time. Oh. There was nobody in that facility. Allow her, let her keep sending all the message that she wants to send. It's her styles of doing things. She will do, and she'll get her. She's a sadist. She's a sadist. She enjoys fighting. If she does not have something to fight about, she is not happy. That is Ella for you. If there is nothing for her, nobody to her to fight and do this, she's not happy. So let her do. When that thing was happening, it was me and her husband there. She was strangling me until when her husband felt as if it was enough. That was when he started telling her to stop.
If it's not breaking news, Wahala, like we always say, tell us what it is. We do not like to gamble, but we can place our bets any day, anytime that breaking news, Wahala is the best show, best LGBTQI show in the entire planet. I mean, your host, Marvelous Achafu Kulechi. And I'm always joined by Chimerize Henry Awunaya in our Toronto studios in Canada. Welcome, Chimerize. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Achafu. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. It's a brand new episode on Breaking News Wahala. And today on Breaking News Wahala, updates on Ella Mata. So we're just going to be updating you guys on what has been going. So first, we focus on Ella and Samantha. This Ella issue seems to be dragging for so long. We've gotten calls. Some people have bashed us. People have said, oh, some people have commended us too. But now it's time for us to zoom because we promised and we do not fail in not delivering in our promise. We promised that we'll zoom in on Ella and Mandy's matter, and which we will now. So Ella and Mandy, first of all, let's just start with this, that Ella, Mandy seems to be going back and forth. The insult is becoming too much, and we wonder what is the way forward for the transgender community in Nigeria. We're going to use them as a case study. Is the trans community going into rules? Have they basically failed in their responsibility? Because first we saw the pictures of what Ella posted, even posting as far as going to post Mandy's nudes. It was posted by her husband.
Alleged nudes.
Okay, alleged Mandy's nudes.
Before they say we are taking side, we will be using the word alleged.
My dear, alleged. Yes, alleged. As it is, alleged nudes. And they also posted Mandy alleged being robbed in the buttocks. Her buttocks was being spanked. they were squeezing it like fufu. Alleged. So she posted that alleged, and she also posted called out different names. Alleged names. And she also, the ending of her capture is always goddess of fire and bone or water, and the one will always rise like the phoenix from the ashes. I don't know if by rising from the ashes, by insulting people, or by posting people alleged nude, or by posting people alleged video of them having a body roll. That's the way.
But I honestly do have an issue with that rises from the ashes. The question is, if you're rising from the ashes, did you burn every other person? That's why you're rising from the ashes. That is what it looks like. You've burnt everybody and burnt the community, then you rise from the ashes as the queen of the ash.
Maybe that's it. But anyhow, so let's just show you guys some of the videos they post, and most of them are some recordings, and also an update on Samantha's recording. We'll post some of the things that Samantha recorded in case some people were deaf and did not hear it the first time when she said the same thing too, that she was assaulted by Ella And what she wants is just that, yet she took the company's policy that she would have wanted if Ella had gone the legal way or anything, but not by assaulting her. So what we're trying to call out is the assault, not a supporting Samantha. We're calling out the assault. If Samantha was assaulted, it's bad enough that for a trans woman, everybody's against you, even the LGBT community members, some people hate you. A fellow transgender woman to now assaulting a trans woman, no, that cannot be taken. So you guys just watch some of the video clips, and when we come back, we're going to dive into this topic. And now, just give our 2 cents.
So let her go ahead. She said that I'm a thief, that I stole things. I don't know. At what point did you feel that? Because a day before that incident, we were at the office until we left. You never spoke of theft. Until that very incident, before you now start speaking of theft and all that. That was what she was saying. She was saying, and she can go ahead to say whatsoever it is that she's saying. Like, let her go. It's her style. But whosoever chooses to believe in her, let that person believe in her. Not be the same person wey be say we can't stand. Olumide come dey ask her, where are your board of directors? Instantly there, she started lying on me that I'm a board member. And I do not. Me and her, we have never had that conversation. So that way she can let her keep on. You see me like this, is the grace of God that sustained me. I told her pump and clear, I'm not afraid of you. But you see this your gate. I will walk out of this gate and I'll walk out of your life. I am done and dusted. If they pain her, she should deal with it. If that is her whole way of dealing with it by making me look bad before other people, that is her business. All her staffs, she started with the accountant last year. She do and like this. She control and she shake that one. He resigned. He left. Her program assistant left. Electra, who was the M&E that they employed newly, if it's not for anything, you could have managed the whatsoever it is. That one never go. And now it's me that I stole her policy. Like, for instance, those policy, if I ask Ella that, please, can you give me those policy? Can she give me? What is so bad about that policy that she's feeling as if, is she pained that I want to start up an NGO, or she is pained that I took the policy? Because I think they are two different things. Why is it that Ella does not want to see? When Creme de la Creme started, that was how she started. There is nothing that she did not do with Creme de la Creme to bring them down. But let her go ahead. I am not the owner of my life. The vision that I have to do about dreams liberation is God that gave me that vision. I didn't just sit on my own and just wake up one day. It's a vision. And it's God's plan. And if she thinks she can stand against God's plans on earth, fine. It's a battlefield between her and God. I don't have any problem with that. But let me see whether between the goddess of the earth and this God that is in heaven that we serve, who will win?
So thank you guys for watching. Welcome back. Now that we are back, you are no insider to this story. What do you feel about this story? I'm almost getting a headache. I'm having flu, but what do you feel about this story?
I have received a lot of call concerning this whole situation, and I just want to backtrack a little bit back to the first video we made. I made some points very clear, which is first and foremost, if this organization, Uchenna and Ella, are doing things for the benefit of the community, I feel this is hard time. They need to prove they are for the community. The first thing I expected from an ED when such situation about assault was brought before her table was to address that assault. But Uchenna and Ella refused to address that assault allegation against them. Instead, they choose to look for other things to cover it up, and they try to bully anybody who brings that accusation up. I feel if that accusation really happened in that office, if Samantha was brutalized in an organization that claims to be an NGO, a human rights organization, doing that, it is a disgrace, and it should not be tolerated by this community or by the trans community. The second point is that this is not the first time assault charges has been brought, or cases or allegation has been brought against Ella. This is the third time, and we need to look into it as a community. The third thing I expected from the ND is, we are talking about Samantha Stoke Policy Company. Stoke Policy Company. The same policy company you say you claim to have, you're not using it. If you have a good company policy or organization policy, the first thing is, as an organization, you should have tendered an apology or tender a public notification to show evidence that nobody, because the issue here is not if she stole. The issue on ground is, was there an assault in a place that is supposed to be a safe space for trans women? That is the big question. Was there an assault in a place that is supposed to be a place people should feel protected? Has the place that we call a protection center become a gang? Is that a family business? If it's Uchenna and Ella's NGO, let it be called Uchenna and Ella's NGO. If it is family NGO, let us know. Let it be clear that it is a family NGO. But if it is a trans and LGBTQI NGO for humanitarian services, then a proper apology or a proper statement showing that no assault happened in that institution should be tendered by Ella and Uchenna, and they owe it to the public and to everybody to show that that place remains a safe space. Those are the things we need to talk about. Then we can then begin to talk about all these other things, about Mandy, how Mandy wants to pull down the organization, and how Samantha stole. They are legal procedure with that. Have you contacted your legal team? If there was an assault, if you say there was no assault in your institution, how many staffs were there as witnesses? Can you call these staffs that were there? What are their names? What are their positions? These are questions we need to ask. Is the staff only Uchenna and Ella? If the staffs are only Uchenna and Ella, then we know that this is just a family business. And let us call cameras worth of thousands of dollars. I could see equipment. So you can't tell me that you could not put one CC camera, or even as the situation was, escalating, your husband or you did not pick up your phone to record and say, Samantha has we are about to approach Samantha on this said issue. Videotape the whole thing, or at least videotape when Samantha is going and saying nobody touched Samantha. But there's no proof. Instead, you deny it. Instead, you bully anybody who talks about it. Instead, you block people. It is not looking good on this organization. For the case of Mandy, for a CEO, ND, or whatever they are called, to go to the lowest to look for nudes, to look for dirty laundries, to air, to show, but not proving a point, shows you the kind of people we are dealing with. We are dealing with people who will sell this community at any bit. We are dealing with people that if you attack their source of income, they will deal with you. We are dealing with what I will call hoodlums, if I was to use a word. Thugs, people in power drunken CEOs and EDs. Those are the people we are dealing with. But the good thing is, there is still a place of change. Correct the error that has been done. Uchenna Ella, correct the reputation that is going before you. Unless this will be the downfall. And we pray that this will not be the downfall, because we want this organization. They've been doing amazing jobs. So don't get me wrong. There have been testimonial of how Ella has helped a lot of people. Ella has indeed helped a lot of people. You sure there was a testimonial for somebody when he was even younger? Ella helped to pay his medical bill. Ella has been a good person. But don't allow this single mistake ruin everything you've worked for, because the way it is going now, you are tarnishing your image more than you think you are tarnishing theirs, because there is nothing for her to lose. If her nudes has been online, that is an old picture, but for you to go and dig into the archive to look for somebody's death to prove a point shows us that you can do worst. Over to you, Mr. Chafo.
For me, I always say it. I'm not on the side of anybody. I'm not going to be biased. If they like, let Ella build skyscrapers for them in the air. It's not my business. Let Ella provide pampers for you when your ass was leaking. It's not my business. Let Ella I bought sugar for you when your garri was tasting bad. Not my business again. My business is when I see news for me to report it. That's our business, basically. When we see events, when people table events before
That's
us,
the truth.
we report it. We are not
Yes.
concerned about the Ella paid your medical bills. Ella provided you with pencil when you needed to draw. Ella gave me biro to sign when I did not have biro. That's not our business. Our business is seeing news and reporting it. And that's why we are asking the questions, the serious question. Number one, is there an assault? Was there an assault committed? Did Samantha actually get choked like Omar Reigns or like Batista? Because she said she was choked as if it was a wrestling match. Was she choked? That's the first question. Because it was like a wrestling match in front of her. She wondered if it was Batista versus Roman Reigns. That's the first question. Was she choked? Was there an assault? The second question again, Ella, people have been asking these questions. A lot of battles, people are now asking, what is your blueprint for the community? What is for the transgender community? There have been allegations against you, Ella. If you want to talk about allegations, but people are not, let's now go deep. There are allegations against you that in your company, in your DIH, Dynamic Rights for Initiative, the board members is you, your husband, even Samantha too. Samantha that used to be a worker. He said Samantha sweeps for you, she cooks for you, she runs there, she's the messenger, she's also the, what's the name of that position again that you gave her? Also your board of director to represent you. And still, you call her your board of director, but still.
So simply, Samantha was a boy now and house girl.
Boy. Yes,
A house girl. That is why she could do the things that Samantha is accusing her, because she saw Samantha as a nobody from the statements and from the video notes.
The funny thing is that even when the funders come on, when they're going to be meeting, the allegations that Samantha to represent you in different meetings when they want to meet up with funders or when they want to meet up with big people, she will be the one to represent you. And yet it was the same person that you said that, oh, you brought from the quarters, you help from the quarters, you do this at the slightest provocation, opening up a dirty lane that, oh, that she doesn't have a degree, she's a nobody, this and that, all sort of dehumanizing things that was said against the lady. And for me, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder truly how low can all these EDs, how low can they go? How low? As an ED, I expect some form of accountability, I expect some form of maturity. Going as far as allegedly posting someone's news, but they are saying allegedly because Mandy is saying it's not a nude. Like you look at her laps, she drew tattoo on her laps. But this is not a nude. And this one is just a fake nude. But you went and posted the nude, posted this thing, trying to by all means trying to say how look at it. Is this what they call people? Is it the activism of the community? Trans people are dying, trans people are suffering, and this is what you want to use to show your activism to the world by exposing nudes, by calling people out, by throwing people under the drain, by running different comedy. When you do your own finish, your husband will change and will continue from where you stopped by doing life. Oh, I'm madder than them. And this one, I will jab them. I will say, what you guys are idiots for crying out loud. Show us your blueprint. What you have done for the trans community. It's so bad now that even for a long time I've been hearing that Mandy is the one that gives hormone self. And you don't give hormone. They will even, the people are doing how many accusations, how many counts that they have made against you. Like, they say HIV projects. You do not run it, but yet you still collect grants from HIV projects. I'm not even interested in all this jamboree that people are trying to say. You should come out and say the facts for what it is. But when people have made up this, like the evidence that you are collecting projects from HIV funding, not this HIV funders, whereby you don't even want this thing, the HIV stuff or HIV reactive this thing, but you are receiving money from them. They say you receive money to what is the trans project? What have you helped the trans people for? Zero. Now, who are your staff? Somebody was asking that you should write your staff, audit your staff, make an audit report of your staff. Who are your staff members? The one person that's the same way
sorry to jump in, but not only making like a record of the staff as a non-governmental NGO, knowing that LGBT activism is criminalized, there should still be a data place where transactions of the NGOs can be seen by the general public. In short, it is part of the constitution in Nigeria that I know that there should be an annual publication of transactions of NGOs. So if you are transparent, there should be an annual meeting where people can say, yes, the annual recording of how this NGO operates It's here. I was in that meeting. There should be testimonials the same way people are testifying. There should be a public viewing center where people can see where one penny goes to. I'm pretty sure if they audit this NGO will not be clean.
Not even these NGOs. If you edit most of these NGOs, you will not even find them. You will find most of them dirty linens, most of them all over the place. Just receiving money from funders, they cannot implement the project. When you come out and speak up, they will be scared, start panicking, start trying to change the narrative. Oh, let's not go there. Let's not go into this. No, we'll go into it now. Because the trans community have received a lot of letters that even somebody that commented on a previous episode, even people have said it that they will bring keto case. You say you don't have keto case. You don't care about it. People should leave. No, I'm not in charge of keto. I don't care about keto.
Down NEPA. NEPA has taken light in Nigeria. This is why we say corruption is not just the government of Nigeria. Corruption is not just Mohammed. Corruption. You too, you're corrupt. The small person, petty corrupt. Small NGO, you're corrupt. Small ground, they are giving you corruption. If even the grass can be as corrupt as this, what wouldn't the head do?
NEPA no take light. NEPA no take light. The ring light burns the head of my head. You know, the ring light, body's bad currents. Let's just continue. Like I said again, where I stopped, man. Like I said again, for me, we need to start making sanity needs to come to the NGO system. Whether we like it. There are different allegations you can go on and on that we've heard about Ella. So Ella, it's not as if we want to return to you. So we are making this as if we want to return to you. We're after you. People paid us your own narrative. If you want to come on Kimu Talk and say your own story, nobody's stopping you. We are not going to say no. Come on the air, talk about your own narrative, say your own mind. We are not against you. We are welcome for all and all for people to come and say their stories. But what we don't want is gaslighting. When people try to gaslight us, make us seem as if you are the enemy, or make us seem as if reporting news has not become a crime. That's what we do. That's what we do for almost a year now. So if you come and if you appear on our YouTube channel, kudos to you. Then you made the news. Congrats. But trying to make this assertion of if you come on our show, we should not start saying, imagine that I said I want to sue us. I want to carry you guys are going to meet me in court and get ready. My lawyers. I look at this and say joker, comedian. I'm sure very soon you will hear from this one to our lawyers. Bring your lawyers, bring it on. We are ready. That's
and even if this is just to that point, even if Ella and Uche now feels we are biased, we are taking side, which we are not, which we've not said this is it, this is finally, or anybody is out or cancelled anybody. I feel on your own end, Ella, Uche, now make your video, tag us. But when you block us, intentionally not wanting us to have access to what you do, it means you are hiding something. Make a video, tag Q Talk, put the evidence. You don't even need to come. We'll take the video, we'll show it. It is when after you're finished tagging us and you've shown the general public and we don't do that video, we don't post that video, we don't air your own side of the video, then we are taking sides.
So, like I said again, let's just call it a wrap on this episode. This is still a developing story, so it's still going to go on and on. We're still getting a lot of different sides from it. Different angles are just being thrown up, and it puts a spotlight on NGOs. Like I said, we have two stories about two different NGOs. One is still about we're still running Ella's because Ella's seems to be in the trans community. We barely talk about trans because there are no trans news that we can talk about or see to talk about. But when we see one, we make sure we do our due diligence, we speak truth to power. And as usual, like I always tell you, we always say, we will not be intimidated, we will not be blackmailed, we'll continue to speak the truth. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, comment. Say your mind on this channel. We do not delete comments. We let you say it as it is. If you feel like we are fools, go there, say it. We are fools. If your comments get deleted, no, it was YouTube. Because your comment was flagged by YouTube as inappropriate, but we would never delete comments on our own. We always look for freedom of speech. If you have any story you'd like to share, please reach out to us. We are always open in sharing people's story, sharing community member story. Till next episode, see you guys later. Peace out.